Hi there! My name is Georgina and I'm currently in my second year of the PhD History programme at the University of Manchester. I investigate historical socio-political interactions between the Christian West and Islamic East throughout the late 16th century. My aim is to provide a more inclusive image of early modern Euro-Mediterranean interaction. And I believe that my current investigation of Tuscan Papal-Ottoman relations throughout the late 16th century offers the opportunity to develop contemporary diplomatic negotiations between the parties of Western Christendom and the Middle East. And it is in this way that I hope my present research will indirectly contribute to the development of peaceful cooperation. So questions are raised as to if it is possible to rethink and reframe the process of peaceful interreligious commercial growth. And I propose that such a framework can be found through the prism of the factions and alliances developed by both elite and non-elite members of Grand Ducal Tuscany's Order of St. Stephen. A little bit of background on the order. It was inspired by the sovereign military hospitalier Order of St. John of Jerusalem, and Cosimo I de' Medici founded the private military Order of St. Stephen in 1561 with the promise to protect the parties of Christendom against the encroaching forces of the Islamic Ottoman Empire. Yet, Grand Ducal Tuscany's desire for commercial supremacy and a connected Mediterranean economy eclipsed the duchy's rather short-lived longing for crusade. So under the reign of Ferdinando I de' Medici, the Order of St. Stephen developed commercial trade and played a part in peace negotiations between the cliched clashing empires of Christendom and Islam. And whilst little is known of the charitable function of the Medici's Order of St. Stephen outside of its militarized Christian dogma, my current research aims to develop upon the connection between economic growth and religious solidarity through the actions of the order during this time. And my goal is to chart the similarities and differences of the human experience within the Mediterranean of the late 16th century. I seek to understand the emotional drive of select individuals and their impact on religious, military and commercial interaction within Grand Ducal Tuscany and the wider Mediterranean. Engagement with the training school will support my re-evaluation of how Grand Ducal Tuscany developed organised solidarity with the Ottoman Empire. And I look forward to discussing how different religious traditions were used in trans-Mediterranean dynamics. So from a militaristic dogma against the others of the Mediterranean to the protectors of non-Christian commercial traders from 1561 to 1599, I question how the Medici Grand Dukes adapted, developed and embodied religious solidarity to commercialise their beliefs. So to what extent can we compare peaceful trans-Mediterranean interaction from both Eurocentric and Ottoman-centric perspectives? My present research highlights the use of non-elite protagonists of the Order of St. Stephen, such as named captives and non-Tuscan citizens, Sephardic Jewish subjects, and merchants whose names have been highlighted within archival documents. And by doing so, I present the marginalised individuals of Tuscan society to have aided and abetted the Knights of St. Stephen in their commercial and religious operations with the Ottoman Empire. So my proposed research does not ignore their part in trans-Mediterranean commercial, spiritual and military interaction. Instead, it heightens the contribution of enslaved and free Jewish and Muslim individuals in connecting the Mediterranean of the late 16th century within interreligious and commercial negotiations. Like Cost Action Pimo, my objective is to evaluate the degree to which historical events and experiences continue to shape the contemporary representation of trans-Mediterranean migration within the modern world. And I'm very much looking forward to participating in this year's training school and collaborating with highly creative individuals from all around the world. See you soon!